Nintendo says this Switch 2 has 10 times the graphic performance of the previous model, and like I sure hope it does, since the last one got released nearly a decade ago. Now, there has been some concern online about this little port here that receives the Joy-Cons. I'm kinda nervous for it as well, to be honest, but it does have a little play. There's some wiggle back and forth, which might end up being a feature instead of a bug. If Nintendo is only going to make one new console every decade, it needs to be structurally durable enough to last that whole time. And as we can see from the first bend, when a lot of force is applied, the Joy-Cons just kinda like to pop off on their own. And in my opinion, this is actually a good thing. For one, the angle of the bending Joy-Cons doesn't appear to damage the internal pins, no matter how many times the Joy-Con is aggressively ripped off or forced off the console backwards. Moving over to the blue controller and popping it off very aggressively forwards, both the controller and the Switch 2 itself remain undamaged. It disconnects at a gentle enough angle that the port is not disturbed or flexed beyond what it can handle. When I first saw the Switch 2 announced, I definitely had my doubts, but after holding the Switch 2 and feeling how the Joy-Cons connect, I'm very much more confident now in its ability to survive everyday life. The Switch 2 would have to go through some extremely wild and crazy situations, beyond what we do here, to sustain any permanent structural damage. It is very susceptible to cosmetic damage, however, especially the screen, but at least it'll still be functioning. Like a lizard shedding its tail, the Joy-Cons just pop off unscathed if anything weird happens.